Hotel, what's going on? It's your boy Deezy. Deezy's D plus with supreme confidence. You listen to today's episode, Confidence in the Clutch podcast on the Confidence in the Clutch network. Whether it's a game of basketball or a game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamond. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck like Milwaukee. I am the IP. Stay woke or get out. Gold ball or bus. You can't fit in when you are standing out. That shit was about branding. This one is about expanding. Colorism is dead. Black is black. Every disagreement is not a fight. No shine without the grind. I work for myself, so I guess I work for a boss, the chief creator of content. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. All black with a little bit of gold. Let them show them how the confidence in the clutch roll. Support your own black-owned media. Listen and follow to the network on various platforms. ConfidenceInTheClutch.podbean.com, Apple, Google, Spotify, YouTube. Search Confidence in the Clutch. Follow, share, rate, and review. It's important to visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K. This week on the network, I'm finally going to let it go, y'all. My Queen of the South series finale. I'm finally going to let it go. Actually, I'm letting it go today. And then I got my Shy Reverberation podcast from episode 404, if I'm not mistaken. 404? 404? Yeah, that's coming out tomorrow, maybe. Got other business to take care of on today's show. We're talking about happy birthday to my oldest son. Shout out to my man, LeVar. Juneteenth. Meg and DaBaby, NBA playoffs week 5. Like always, bringing you quality content with strong opinions and facts and confidence in the clutch. We are fear more than love, but never hate it. Y'all know what it is, y'all. The confidence starts right. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
In the clutch. Y'all already know what it is. Yo, 4:32 p.m. has passed. 24 years ago, my oldest son was brought to us as a gift. Children are gifts. That's why we need to treat them as such. We have to nurture them, take care of them. My oldest son, Daizhon, has always been headstrong, disciplined, organized. Just every little regular kid stuff that everybody might go through with their children, But he stayed on his chosen path. And what he wanted to do with his life, I had my hand on his back trying to guide him down that road. You know what I mean? I didn't ask him to go to my university. He went to my university, so we're both alumnuses, you know what I mean, he's so far is still following his dreams and what he wants to do, you know what I mean? So it's not for me to divulge into his personal business about what he want to do. But it is my duty to recognize my son and appreciation I have for him and my other 2 children. And, those are the most important things to me in my life. So my oldest boy today, 24. So he 24. That means I'm 44. Because I wasn't a teenage father, but I was damn sure close. You know what I'm saying? So I say shout out to my son. Yeah, he's going to be on his way. We're going to have his favorite dinner as usual. And we're going to have a good time. And the only thing I can do is make sure I do him justice on the pod. I'm not the big social media guy. You know what I mean? So I might tag a picture later after dinner. Like, you know what I'm saying? We take one together. That's what we're supposed to do with a drink or something. I don't know. But, you know how I go. Just celebrating life, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but I will sing to him like I supposed to. So, and in the words of Stevie Wonder, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. That's how we do it over here on this side of things. We make sure we give it up. You know what I mean? So, love you, son. Keep making your family proud, but most importantly, make yourself proud. Right? Make yourself proud. Make yourself happy and love the shit out of yourself. Nobody's going to love you more than you love yourself, son, probably besides your parents. So, it's all good, man. Much love, man. Y'all ready to jump into this? Let's jump into it, y'all. Woo-wee. Okay. Happy birthday, son, for real, though. I love you, boy. I'm going to say this for the last piece. I got to talk about my man, LeVar. So we're going to switch some things up. All right. Juneteenth. Well, here's the thing. Juneteenth was voted on very quickly as national holiday, passed by Congress, Senate, signed by President Biden, right? I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's my knocking on my fist. Knock, knock. Police reform, voting rights, veto. No? What do you want? I am not mad that we got Juneteenth, but there's other things in the lexicon of Black America that we need. So if we give people off another day, with some people ready to block it already, without them knowing why, but what's the reason we're off? They're just off. They got a 3-day weekend. Juneteenth, for those of you who don't know, was the last day that the slaves in Galveston, Texas, by the Republican Union Army came out to let them know you are no longer slaves and you are free. Scariest time to be a black person in America. You were property. You had terrible living conditions. You had a terrible diet. You were part of the worst form of slavery ever invented by man, the chattel form of slavery. And now you were free with nothing. No rights, no nothing. You couldn't read. You didn't have money. You was working for free. Man, those black brothers and sisters that came up at the end of that time, at the end of the Civil War, 1865 to 1872, and then the Republicans pulled out on us. That's why we're not Republicans now. They turned their back on us. Man, that had to be a scary time to be black. You do like, what is it, 1872 to 1930, you know, like the scariest time to be a black person in America, the most lynchings in America. You know what I mean? Think about Black Wall Street that y'all just learned about, been on about Black Wall Street. Y'all know Rosewood was a movie, but that's real. There were a lot of black self-sufficient towns that had to take care of themselves because the whites didn't allow them to be part of the mass. We couldn't even vote still. Well, no democracy. So, yes, I am happy that we are celebrating the end of slavery, but we have a long way to go, right? Right now, that holiday, yes, put it in there. But knock, knock, police reform, knock, knock, voting rights, veto. How are we going to have a democracy? But we're trying to make it hard for people to vote. That's not democratic. So, fix it. People keep putting the pressure on these mogs. Know what I'm talking about? Just remember, though, Abraham Lincoln didn't want to free the slave. Abraham Lincoln didn't want slavery to expand west. The southern states say, whatever. The Missouri Compromise, we ain't following that shit. We want to take our slaves west. No, you can't. Well, we're going to succeed from the Union. Oh, yeah, you guys succeed from the Union. We're going to make slavery illegal. Try it, buddy. Over our dead body. Okay. We got our army. Y'all got your army. Boom, bang, bing. There you go. Do you guys ever think about what would have happened if the South would have won? Do you guys ever think about what would have happened if the South would have won the Civil War? Something to think about. Something to think about. All right. I'm trying to understand this one right here, though. This the Megan and DaBaby. Here's what I don't like. Why is everything public? Why we can't have a disagreement in private, y'all? Like, I'm from a generation where we play video games, so we're probably always going to have a video game system in the house of people from my generation. Either for us or our kids or our great-grandkids or our great-great-grand, whatever. There's always going to be a video game system. Like, at some people, there's always going to be a social media aspect to their lives that they feel like everybody has to know what's going on with them. Oh, these new headphones sound ridiculous, yo. By the way, Happy Father's Day. I forgot this. Happy Father's Day to everybody. I didn't say it last week. Happy Father's Day to all the real true fathers out here and the ones that can't be fathers and the one that's in jail to try to be fathers and the ones that's deceased, yo. But I had a great Father's Day. You know what I mean? Children bought me a drill. I've been needing that. I got some Hein Rare. I got a nice shirt. I got some what are these? Hold up. Oh yeah. some Biodynamic DT77 Pro limited edition black. All black everything. You heard me? These are legit though. Ooh. I just got the 80 ohms though. I ain't need the 250 ohms, yo. But these sound right. Hey. Okay, y'all. Let me get to the. You're rambling, Don. I don't give a fuck. It's mine. All right. So the Megan versus DaBaby beef, man. Listen, man, keep that shit low. I don't understand what's going on. What I learned is that people, white, black, or other niggas, whatever you want to call them, people. When I learned is niggas gonna do what they gonna do. People gonna do what they gonna do. Period. Right? I can't control any of my family. I can control. People gonna do what they do. Right? All my followers listen right now. You gonna do what you want to do. Right? All I gotta say is get your confidence together, get your clutch together when you do it. But DaBaby, I mean, dog, you have your own business to handle, and things get out of your control. Right? The label pushed the shit. Remember, he might be independent in certain aspects, but he has a label that if we're gonna push this song, we're gonna push this song. We don't care what you say, cuz. So the back and forth between DaBaby and the Meg is light, but it's all stemming from this Tory Lanez, and he shot Meg in the foot reportedly, right? Meg don't want nobody to roll with him. She think he's supposed to lead a black woman. People like, it's light, whatever. If it did happen, it did happen. It's over a year ago. We got to let some things go by. You know what I mean? But he's like the tweets was like DaBaby, like, man, I told them too. I ain't gonna do this. It ain't a good look for me and my business. But if the label clear, ain't nothing I can do about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at with it. So Meg was mad. Then man jumped in. Like, he should have stayed out because he was disrespectful. You know, very disrespectful. I didn't. That was weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get protecting your woman, but DaBaby wasn't disrespecting Meg. So, but you disrespect DaBaby. Like, I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? My thing is people, black, white, yellow, brown, red, indifferent or other, stay off the internet with all this, y'all. We don't need to know all that. A phone call is that was needed. You lose contacts and text messages. You lose contacts and emails sometimes. Stay off the internet, man. Please stay off the internet. Please stay off the internet. For real. I just don't get it. The talking crazy on the internet, that's what was unnecessary. Talking all that shit, like that's unnecessary, because now this is where somebody can lose their life, because we know in hip hop you got to keep it street, you got to keep it real, you got to be trill, you got to do all this, you got to wear this, you got to do that. The women got to put filters on every picture, the dudes got to wear all this stuff and all this, and you got to be real, and you got to be from the streets, and you can't be this and you can't be that, because it ain't the only genre of music where we always burying somebody, yo. Man. All right, y'all. Meg, y'all get it together, please. But I don't have the right to tell the offended how they should feel. So if that's how she feels, she's offended, I'm with it. But I just wish they would do it in private. Carry on. We ready? All right, y'all. Let's talk about it. NBA playoffs. Week 13. Hey. Was talking crazy like he couldn't get clapped. Yeah, was talking crazy like he couldn't get clapped. Say it up. He talking crazy like he's talking crazy. I don't know what's going on, mother. Yo. So in a what the fuck trade, Deezy sending Kemba Walker the 16th pick in this year's draft and the 2025 second rounder to OKC for Horford, Moses Brown, and a 2023 second rounder. Okay, OKC gonna sit on Kemba, get him somewhere else. Moses Brown, what I'm hearing, is the prize of this trade. And Boston need a big man. And Horford might, after 2 years, really just, maybe he get to go on his final run one more time. He's a vet. LaMelo Ball, wins Rookie of the Year. He had 84 first place votes. Anthony Edwards at 15 in second place. That vote margin should have been closer, given LaMelo missed some games this year. So Anthony Edwards did ball out, but I'm not saying they should have split it, but it should have been closer though. Anthony Edwards should have got more first place votes. Because LaMelo was out, I might have voted for Anthony Edwards. I know they made the play-in game and all that, and he came back and balled out. I get it though. But yes, LaMelo Ball was the Rookie of the Year though, if he would have played all the games. I don't know how much we can hold him being injured. how much that meant, but they did make the all. So yeah, I'm riding with it. I'm LaMelo all day. I'm just saying equity is equity though. And if Anthony Edwards played in most of the games and averaged down to the same numbers, that's why I say the vote should have been closer. 3/4 of the coaches right now in the finals, Western Eastern Eastern Conference. Sorry about that, y'all. Are black coaches. But we don't want to hire black coaches. We don't want to hire black anything. You know what I mean? We got to stay on staff for 20 years. We got to do a lot of other things. This right here is showing proof that we can have black coaches running teams and leading teams to the championship. 3 out of 4 are black right now. You know what I mean? And I don't know, but I hope whoever got the bread that's going to give Nate McMillan that bag, Atlanta has not taken off that interim tag in there in the Eastern Conference Finals game one night against the Milwaukee Bucks in the mill. Pay him $3 million more than whatever Atlanta want to give him. They should have been ripped that interim tag off, but baby Nate don't want to be down there. So I ain't going to say too much. And last night, the draft lottery, Detroit got the first pick. I guess everybody knows the Cade Cunningham cat. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So shout out to that. My thing is see if somebody might put a package together for Detroit to give them somebody super cold and want that pick. But Detroit, Cade Cunningham, welcome to Detroit. Got to see what Jalen Rose say, man. So, all right, y'all, let's jump into these past few games. My takes. So, of course, we got to go to the Eastern Conference semis since last time we talked. Nets and the Bucks. They were it was 2-2 or 4-5. 4-5. The Nets was up 3-2, if I'm not mistaken. The Bucks won game 6. Yeah, I mean, they had shot less threes and they pounded the Nets in the paint. That's great. They were 7-33 from the trade ball line, 26-4 in the paint. It took them 6 games to figure it out. Shoot less threes and go inside. You know what I mean? Giannis had 30 that game, no 3-point field goal attempts. It's his athleticism, his post game. That's it. Just develop a mid-range. He can shoot 5 trade balls. I said, if I was coaching Giannis, I've been telling everybody. He gets you shoot 5 a game. That way, if he makes 2 out of 5, that's 40%. He's a 40% 3-point shooter. They have to respect that. He could pump fake, go around, 1-2 dribbles. He's at the rim. Yeah. He's at that rim foul. He's at that rim foul. What is that hitting for? 7-11, 24/7. Every day I'm trying to get straight to heaven. What you want to do when I club him stepping? Club him stepping. Keep him a weapon close. I ain't messing with you, folks. When I roll down Center Street, y'all. Going down the... Yeah. Game 7. Bucks 115. 115, 113. Bucks win the series. Best player on the floor for that game is KD. He's 48, 9, and 6. Previous game is Middleton. He had 38, 10, 5, and 5. But Brooklyn had too many turnovers, not enough help from the others. KD and Harden played off for 3 minutes. Harden had 22, 9, and 9. Joe Harris, 10, 3 for 10 from the field. Jeff Green, 0. Giannis, on the other hand, 40 and 13. Middleton, 23, 10, and 6. The Nets forced overtime with a great shot by KD. That was a 2 instead of a 3 that would have sent him into that next round, right, of great shots to end a series. You know what I mean? That was amazing. Then he scored 1 field goal in overtime, and the Nets did. It was a great game, but KD almost sent the Bucks home. You know what I mean? But his foot was on the line. If Giannis plays hard and fast like that, like I know what I'm doing. And I always read a book. I remember I was in 3rd grade at my school and library, and there's a book on Michael Jordan. I mean, Michael Jordan said he thinks about what he's going to do before he does it, so the move comes faster. And I preach that to my players. Think about what you're going to do. And I'm stacking. I'm thinking about what you're going to do. Like this, my inner saint. What'd he say? He said, "You think I'm in my business? I built this business brick by brick. You think I'm the best because you don't like the way a nigga talk? Just because you don't like the way another nigga talk? Job, man." Oh man. But yeah, if he play hard like that and fast like that, the Bucks gonna be hard to beat, man. Leave them trades alone, man. His post game is lethal like that. Brooklyn had a timeout when it had the ball off their rebound with 14 seconds left. I think I'm calling the timeout about 8 seconds left to give us a shot and let KD get his rest for a minute and run something for him or Harden off some misdirection type shit. Give us something though. If we going for the win instead of the tie, I ain't about to did that. I'm not letting them play in the flow without, you know what I mean? With Harden hurt, we got to set something up. So, all right. Next for the Nets is where was Joe at in the last 3 games? Where was DJ in all the games? And adjustments. It's just simple adjustment. It ain't like the Bucks was looking terrible. They lost by 49 points in the second game. You know what I mean? Of the series. So it ain't like they manhandled Brooklyn. They barely got away from Brooklyn. And Brooklyn even had Kyrie the last, two games? 2.5 games. You do the math on that. So next for the Bucks, Eastern Conference Finals versus the Hawks. All right, so we done with that series. The next series in the Eastern Conference was the Sixers and the Hawks. Listen, Game 5, Game 6, Game 7, all good games. Hawks won Game 5, 109-105. Trey had 39. Man, the Hawks was down 26 points in the first half, and they only had 40 points in the first half of that game. They scored 40 points in the fourth quarter. Like Collins had 19 and 11 rebounds, and B had 39. Curry had 36, but they were the only players to score a field goal in the second half. How did that happen with professional players, Joe? Then Ben Simmons, he had 4-14. Ben is going to need tons of help to get his mind right so that he can be the best player he possibly can be, because right now he's definitely not. The bench points of that game was very crucial with Atlanta having 39-13. So with Embiid and Curry the only ones that score a field goal in the second half, of course they bench changed. Philly bench just not being able to come with it. Here's what it is. Game 6. Sixers won 104-99 though. Trey 34 and 12 assists. The Curry hit 6 trays for 24 points. Harris had 24 and B had 24, forcing Game 7. All the Hawks scored over 20 points. In Game 7, Hawks win 103-96, win the series. Kevin Huerter had 27 and 7 rebounds. Sixers led by 26. Here we go, 24 and 26, right? Had Trey shooting terribly and outplayed the Hawks. Embiid had 31 and 11. Harris had 24 and 14 rebounds. Here we go again. Ben Simmons, 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 8 and 13. At least make the layup, G. You gonna duck the layup, trying not, man, that was, you're gonna pass it on the layup and do got 5. Like Doc Rivers has lost so many closeout games, but he's a champion. So yes, he's lost some closeout games, but Doc is a champion. That's what you got to remember. Philly lost the series when they gave up Game 5 and let them boys come back at 24. You can't let that happen, man. All right, next for the Hawks, we know they got the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. Next for the Sixers, Ben has to work on his shooting. He has to be forced, though. Relying on him to do it on his own is asinine. Trade him or work with him, one of the two. Doc was wrong to say what he said about he don't know if he could be a point guard for that team. You can't say that. You cannot have backroom conversations in the living room. I don't like that. And B was asked if they can run it back, and he said, we'll see. We can't do that either, y'all. Y'all say that shit. Y'all ain't got to be cute in the media. I don't like that. Ben has to recover, though, and improve. Possibly not in Philly. That's what it sounds like. They don't even want him there. Philly has 3 all-defensive players, right? Philly was first in the East. They was eliminated in the conference semifinals for the 3rd time in 4 years. Danny Green, a free agent. Dwight Howard, a free agent. Furkan Korkmaz is a free agent. Yo, James Harden for Ben Simmons and Mackey, right? Maxey would have did that trade. You know what I mean? But we know that Houston and Daryl Morey shit, man. All right, so tonight for the Eastern Conference crown, Game 1, Bucks Hawks. What I have, Bucks won the season series 2-1, averaging about 117 to Atlanta's 112. Bucks shooting 51% to Atlanta's 47% from the field. Bucks out rebounding them 48-37. Giannis is averaging 24 and 11 rebounds, but Bogdanovich played in 2 games and averaged 30. Man, if we had Bogdanovich, yo, and somebody would have shut their mouth. Bucks in 6, yo. All right, to the west, y'all. To the west, y'all. Where is the best, y'all? Yeah. All right, so we're going back through these Western Conference semis. The Clippers and the Jazz. Game 5, Clippers won 119 to 111. Let me get the hard bars 4. You hear that? You can sound the difference. You can hear the difference. Game 5, Clippers 119-111. Clippers lead series 3-2. Best player on the floor was PG, 37, 16, and 5. PG was first player in franchise with 35, 15, and 5 in the playoff game. Morris at 25. Clippers at 3 straight wins. No Kawhi, though. You know what I mean? Bogdanovich and Mitchell try to play. Mitchell forces too many bad shots for me that look bad. There's a science to that, though. You know what I mean? Game 6, Clippers win 131-119, close out the Jazz, right? Best player on the floor, man, balled out. Scored 25 of his 39 in the second half, right? You know what I'm saying? PG had 28, 9, and 7. Clippers trailed by 25 in the third. Balling, though. Conley came back, but it wasn't enough. Mitchell has 39, 9, and 9, but it is what it is. Next for the Jazz, you got to figure it out. They need one more player. Next for the Clippers that come back from down 2-0 versus Dallas and Utah. Kawhi still out with a sprained right knee. But that Jazz stuff, they got to figure out this Donovan Mitchell. He needs some help. He cold, but I just don't like his game, how they play, how they use him, and how he uses himself. I don't like that. I think he could be used more efficiently, I would say that. West, y'all. Western Conference Finals. We got the Suns and the Clippers now. Game 1, the Suns won 120-114. Chris Paul is in the COVID health and safety protocol. What happened? Devin Booker had 40, 13, and 11. First career triple-double. Didn't miss a beat without CP3. Booker ran a point for most of the game. He has a smoothness to his game. I'm not like Stephen A saying he you know what I'm saying, he's the next Kobe. He has Kobe-like characteristics, though. His footwork, his mid-range game, and all that. I love that. The Suns played well as a group. Aiden had 20 and 9 rebounds. The man is playing phenomenal basketball right now for what he brings to his team. A true number 3, a true number 2 if he needs to be. Reggie Jackson had 24 for the Clippers. Shout out to James Jones. Phoenix Suns, NBA's Executive of the Year. Game 2, Suns, 104-103. Suns lead 2-0. Best player on the floor, Cameron Payne, 29 and 9 assists. Yo, a backup came and showed the Clippers' first line of defense is straight trash, yo. 29 and 9 assists with no turnovers, like 1 turnover. DeAndre Ayton, 24 and 14 rebounds. He is here, fam. From the same draft as Trey and Luka. He is not a bust. Valley oop. You hear me? Valley oop. All day. You don't want to give up the Valley oop up 1 point. You want to defend the short corner, extend it 3 up 2. When you're up 2, but when you're up 1, you don't want to give up that because you only need 1. And most teams hoping they're going to get the foul and they're going to go to the line and they're going to shoot them throws. So you don't want to give that up. But they gave it up, right? Perfect pass, perfect finish. That play will be in my playbook for this season. I'm going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to run a play. All right. Paul George had 26, but he was 1 for 8 from three-point land. Hey, figure it out, fam. You 1 for 8 when you was 1 for 6. You probably should stop shooting. He had 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Yes, he misses 2 free throws in crunch time, but he showed up during the game, right? He just had that small little part. He make them free throws, we have a different conversation. The Clippers minus Kawhi could have stolen this one, right? Reggie Jackson had 19, 5, and 5. But here's the thing now. CP3 will be back for game 3. Kawhi ain't coming back. Clippers have been down 2-0 twice this postseason. Can they perform more magic? Nope. You know why? They don't have Kawhi because Kawhi the one that turned it up. Kawhi was getting 30-somethings and like, we ain't finna lose, fam. So my prediction for this series, I got the Suns in 6. So in the Eastern Conference Finals, I got the Bucks in 6. Western Conference Finals, I got the Suns in 6. I have the right to change these up, though, y'all. You feel me? So enjoy this basketball. This is when the real basketball starts, y'all. You feel me? All right, so my man, one of my guys, man, this is very big in the world of sports. My man LeVar Ridgeway is the WIAA Assistant Director. I'm taking this from the WIAA website. He was hired as Assistant Director for the association. Filled a position vacated by Stephanie Hauser, who assumed the role of Executive Director, whatever. LeVar, man, he said he's very excited to join the WIAA executive staff. I mean, my man resume is just ridiculous, man. But native of Milwaukee, UW Whitewater alumni, Marquette alumnus, man. He's currently with Shorewood AD. I did my internship down with him, man. Shout out to LeVar, man. Like 124 years WIAA. They never had a black person in their board of directors. You know what I mean? He's the first black man, yo. Man, this needs to get talked about. This is big. This is big. It shows everybody that plays, you don't have to just play. You can be in a director. Like, I don't know how many people it can call themselves the assistant director of the state high school association. Yo, we are making headways. We are doing our thing, man. Everybody shout out to LeVar Ridgeway. You know what I mean? Make sure, send him a message, send him a tweet. You know what I mean? Because he did his thing, man. It couldn't happen to a better guy. You know what I mean? One of my friends, he's a great guy. You know what I mean? Great husband, great father, great friend, man. That's my man right there. Shout out to VAR, VZ boy. I love you. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. You know what I mean? And that's it, yo. Now it's time to get to partying. It's Daizhon's birthday. Finna go kick it. I made a nice meal. I'm gonna pop this red blend. Or I'm gonna say, you want red blend champagne? But we're definitely having a little bit of high and rare. You only drink that on good days. This is one of the greatest days of my life. 24 years ago, my son was born. Shout out to Daizhon. Yo, it's all good. And I need everybody to do. Help me. I need you to get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. All black with a little bit of gold. Let me show you how confidence in the clutch rolls. Support your own black-owned media. Listen and follow to the network on various platforms. ConfidenceInTheClutch.podbean.com. Apple, Google, Spotify, and YouTube. Search Confidence in the Clutch. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K. Have a safe and healthy night, y'all. Go Bucks. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.